from Black Point Wildlife Drive, I believe in Titusville, Florida. I'm going to continue my big year 2025. Let's go.
In the sunlit lands of Central Florida sky, Phil from Bull City birding is flying high. With a camera ready, he's on the chase, searching for feathers, every bird in its place. Waking up early, he's out at dawn. With each new sighting, the adventure's on. From sparrows to eagles, watch him explore. With passion and patience, he's always wanting more. Oh, Phil's got that birding flair.
What's up, everybody? Phil with Bull City Birding here today. I think we're in Titusville, Merritt Island. Anyway, we're at the Black Point Wildlife Drive. I just pulled in and I went to grab this camera because there's a little boat tail grackle hanging out on the RV, which I drove over here. But if you haven't seen these videos before, I'm a big year. I set an initial goal of 150, we hit that. Now my stretch goal is 200. We're gonna check out this beautiful, according to all my friends, wildlife drive. Haven't even come to the entry yet where we pay, and saw little blue, great blue, tricolored herons, I believe. I think that's a tricolored. But yeah, we're gonna check in here, get our pass. Oh, that's a Navy plane. We're gonna check in here, get our pass, and we'll see what we have here at the Black Point Wildlife Drive. All right, I'm not sure how well this camera's gonna pick it up, but on the way over here, this is Maxine, my RV, we hit some love bugs. It looked like it was raining, and there's actually love bugs hitting the windshield. What a mess. Just all over. I'll definitely have to clean that windshield, but this is how close we are. So I'm on the road, and there's some ibis here, and there's a tricolor heron hunting over there. I'm really not sure. I think I might have missed where you pay. I'm gonna have to go back and pay. I think I went through it. I expected there to be a person, but I don't think there's a person here. So when you come in, there's a little information board. I thought it was just an information board, but I think that might be where you're supposed to pay. And I think you need cash, but I'm not sure. I'll add that to the video because I'm definitely gonna, if I can find a way to come back and pay, and I definitely do want to pay. But this is a pretty cool spot so far. I'm not sure. It might be maybe 5 or 6 miles. Just lots of birds so far. It seems like they're used to people. This ibis over here, I don't know, he's probably 15 feet away from me. Bunch of stuff flying around. It's a fairly warm day here. That tricolor heron, I think I got some video of it catching something. We'll have to see when we get home. I don't know if the tricolored heron is on the list. I don't think it is. It's not a lifer for me. I've gotten it before at my local lake at Lake Betts, but I'm gonna continue on and see what else we have here at Black Point Wildlife Drive. There's something coming in right over me, 2 of them. Let's see, what are they? Look like egrets. Actually, I'm not sure what those are. It's not a great egret. Anyway, we'll check in again when something happens. I just kind of pulled off to the side of the road. The path is just wide enough for 2 cars. And I try to pull over as far as I can because this thing's kind of wide. But yeah, I'm gonna jump back in. I've been just jumping in, jumping out, and getting videos and photos. And I think that's how you're supposed to do it. And we'll check in soon. So they've got these, this is the, you can hear the heron chiming in. Their spots are numbered. I need to go back, and I think there's information there, but there's some wildlife you might see. Ibis right there, tricolor heron. I think that might be a little blue out there, the one that was making all that noise. I'm gonna grab the camera and get some shots of that. But there's these little pullouts, so you can kind of pull off to the side and get out of the way. Still leave enough room for somebody else to pass by. And it is getting warm, but I'm gonna break out the camera. I'm pretty sure that's a little blue heron over there, perched nicely. So before it leaves, I'll grab the camera and we'll check in maybe another mile or so, see what happens. This is pretty cool. There's a little bend and a little bit of parking spots, or a little bit of parking space, I should say. There's a spot right there, but this wild bird trail out into these little tidal pools. You can see, I think those are mullet. See all the water moving. Those are mullets jumping. But there's probably won't see it, there's a bunch of snowies and tricolored and little blues out there. I saw a spoonbill come in. I couldn't get a shot of it. It goes out here and there's a couple little boardwalks. I just walked it. It's starting to get pretty warm, so I'm gonna head back to the car, and I think I might be blocking some folks, so pretty cool. If you come here, make sure you stop at the wild bird trail. It's worth a stop. There goes the osprey up above. All right, we'll check in a few. All right, we're gonna do this from inside where it's a little bit cooler. It is warm. I saw a little gator. There was a couple in front of me that was on the boardwalk, and the guy said to the lady, "I want to see a gator." And I was following them, and I saw him stop here, so I figured he probably saw a gator. He ran over to the side of the road and grabbed a shot. So I got a shot of the gator. Looks like a decent-sized gator, maybe around 6 or 8 feet. I get some good shots of that gator. I don't know. I think I'm fairly close to the end, but I'm gonna continue on, and we'll check in when something else happens. I'm hoping to get a shot of a spoonbill, but if I don't get one today, I'm sure the videos I make with Phil Thatch, I'll get one either at Gatorland or at Orlando Wetlands. So I'm going to continue down the road, and we'll check in a few. So we reached another stopping point. There's restrooms. There are restrooms over here, and parking, and then there's another trail here. No motorized vehicles. Looks like there's another boardwalk too as we go through. Lots of dragonflies. There's some green heron. There's one trail over there. I'm going to take that trail probably. What do I got coming in here? Tricolored? No, green heron. Oh, there goes a green heron. Coming right in. Must be going to the other one where it's chirping. Oh yeah, just landed on that tree over there. I'm gonna get a shot of that green heron, and we'll check in soon. All right, I'm not gonna cross this road, but there is the sign. So I came back, I want to pay. I totally missed this when I came in. I just saw keep left to purchase pass, and thought maybe once you get past the gate that you would pay. Basically, this is the station where you pay. So I'm just gonna drop 20 in there, go again. There's a little, and here are the rules if you're interested. Take an envelope, put the cash or check, and then hang the stub on the mirror. And then there are the rules. Basically, don't feed and don't take anything. There's a little bit more information, some emergency information, but you park here and pay, which is what I'm going to do. And then we're going to go through again. The second half of the drive doesn't seem like much, but it's also noon right now. I think it's probably just the timing. But yeah, we're going to make the payment, head back through, and see if we can't find a spoonbill. We'll check in soon. So I came up with a new strategy. This is trip 2. I've got my window open, and there's nobody behind me. It was busy earlier. So now I'm just going to leave the window open and grab shots. There goes a snowy egret. Grab shots from the window, and if it's something interesting and I need to get out, I'll get out. Otherwise, stay where it's nice and cool. It's 90 degrees out right now. This is 5 Point Wildlife Drive. I don't know if you can hear the AC or the birds or both. It's some ibis. I'm seeing the same birds, which I kind of expected, but I would like to see that spoonbill, and maybe there's something special waiting for us on trip 2. I paid my $20, so we're square. I feel better. And we'll check in shortly. There's a little blue up there in the tree. We'll check in a few. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. We're watching these tricolored hunt. Pretty funny. They look like they're drunk. This one over here, they do all kinds of crazy things. I can't really see the screen on my Osmo, so I hope I'm getting them in frame here. I think so. Should be right in the middle there. There's another one over here. There's a bunch of tricolors here. There's one pretty close, but he moved away when I turned the camera on, of course. No, they say they're funny to watch. There we go. One of them's doing something back there. They're crazy. Look at that. That's so funny. Hopefully you can see at least some of it. I know with this wide angle lens it's tough. I parked the van and I brought the A7CR, which is my main camera. I've got the R7 with the 1-400, but I didn't want to carry both of them. So I just took the photos camera, otherwise there'd be some good video here. But hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna continue down, there's one more boardwalk over here. I'll check that out, and this is round number 2, about a quarter of the way through or so. We'll check in soon. Well, that's gonna do it from Black Point Wildlife Drive. They call it Merritt Island, I think, but maybe it's in Titusville technically, I'm not sure. What do I know, I'm from out of town. Anyway, we're gonna send you back to Studio Phil. I don't know if I got snowy egrets last time I was here. If not, then snowy's new on the list, and I believe tricolor heron are new on the list. But anyway, Studio Phil will know all of that. He's back in Durham after a long drive home back from Florida. Take it away, Studio Phil.
And a long drive it was. Got this reddish egret to life before me. I saw another photographer there, and she pointed it out, which was great. Beautiful bird. Also saw these American white pelicans. There were probably 20, maybe 25 of them in a pod flying above on the wildlife drive. Just a beautiful bird. This little blue heron kind of scratching himself, but saw quite a few little blue herons, just a beautiful little bird. Also saw the tricolored herons, and there were quite a few. I don't know, I probably lost count of the tricolored herons, but lots of great shots, lots of great opportunities to get great shots. Here's another tricolored heron, just kind of waiting. The water in this part wasn't really too deep, and they're so fun to watch when they're hunting. They look like they're drunk. And this grackle landed on the RV, as I mentioned in the clip, but that's the shot of the grackle, who was quite vocal and wanted some food, I'm thinking, from me. Saw lots of, this is a common gallinule, saw lots of them, saw lots of juvenile gallinules as well. I didn't see a purple here, but stay tuned. We do see a purple, and this red-winged blackbird decided to come in and try to, I don't know what it was trying to do to this tricolored heron, but the tricolored heron wasn't all that happy that the red-winged blackbird was intruding, and this is what it looked like after the red-winged blackbird flew away. A little ruffled, probably a little upset, but saw plenty of snowy egrets in these two, I think. Just a nice shot with them almost kind of mirroring each other, one smaller than the other, but I don't know how many snowies I saw. Again, lots of them, and I just love their yellow feet, as you can see in this shot. And they were hunting alongside the tricolored herons. And I did go through this twice, so some of these are from the first pass and some for the second. This is, I believe it's a juvenile white ibis. Still got some like brownish or gray in the feathers. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's a juvenile. And here you can see 3 of those ibis that were kind of just foraging in the shallows over here this was on the left-hand side. And I'll leave you with this tricolor and snowy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like these types of videos, please consider subscribing. Get out there and find your local birds wherever you are.